Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sue and this is Power Code. Today we're going to learn how to create an Azure function to automatically deposit our profits, or as well known as a compound interest. So stay around. So now we're going to create a compound interest calculator. I'm going to use as a reference my previous video, so please check above. What I've done on this video was to create a spreadsheet based on my eToro portfolio and where we can calculate our annual dividend yield. And I'm going to use that percentage as an interest and my initial investment as a base, let's say $5,000. And what's going to happen is the application is going to tell me how many years do I need to achieve a specific amount, let's say $10,000 or $100,000. So let's see now. Okay, so now let's open our Visual Studio. Let's create a new project. Let's select Azure Function. Let's put here power codes underscore deposits interest. Let's choose our folder. Azure Functions. Okay, select and create. Let's select HTTP trigger. So now we have the template project created, and now what we're going to do is to create more 3 variables for our application. These variables is going to be the deposits, how much initially I'm going to deposit. This is going to be the rate, so in this case it's going to be my dividend yield, where we're going to see this more towards the end of the video. And here my threshold. So my threshold is going to be the amount of money that I want to have at the end of X amount of years. So let's say that I want to reach $100,000, and I'm going to see how much years that's going to take me. So let's change here also the variable names. And here we're going to do exactly the same thing. So to parse my body and get the values for each one of them in this parse. Okay, this is going to be, let's get here, year is going to be an int. We can put this equal to 0, for example. Initialize this as 0. And here we're going to put the year. And converts the ints into a string, otherwise it will give me an error. Here the same thing. Here what I'm going to put is it will take X amount of years. To achieve the threshold, in this case going to be my threshold, which is going to be this one. Now one of the things that I need to do is I'm going to work with floats because I'm going to work with the percentage, except can't be an integer. I'm going to convert this more towards the end of the script. So now I'm going to get all the variables. So now I'm going to create my SQL4, and in this SQL4 what's going to happen is I'm going to create a calculation, so a sum of my deposit plus my rate, a multiplication of course, and what's going to happen is he's going to calculate this until he reach my threshold, and as soon as I reach my threshold, I'm going to have a count, and this count is going to be my amount of years. So let's do this. So now let's create a float, which is going to be D, and D is going to be my deposits. So since I have my deposit as a string at the beginning, I'm going to convert this and parse this, and deposit. Okay, so now I'm going to create my cycle for. So for I'm going to create an int which is year. So this is going to be the amount of years that's going to calculate. So let's put as equal to 1 and comma. Actually, I want to try something here, and year plus plus, which is going to increment my year every single time that he reached this point. So now I'm going to do a calculation and validate if it's bigger than my threshold. If it's bigger than my threshold, means that I have achieved the number of years. So I'm going to create an if deposits. I'm going to sum. Oops, not. I'm going to sum my deposits. No. So I'm going to sum my rates, but rate I need to parse this because it's a string. So let's convert this. Floats parse string, and now this value is going to be divided by 100 and multiply now with my deposits. Okay, and now I'm going to check if this is bigger than my threshold, which I need to parse as well. Yes. So floats. Oops. Damn. Float parse. Okay. And if this is true, there's something he's not liking here. Oh yeah, this is the number of brackets. Okay, and now here, and we are okay. Okay, so first what's going to do is going to sum. So this is my sum for each year, and as soon and going to sum this and put on the deposit, and then calculate again and again and again until reach my threshold. As soon as reach my threshold, I'm going to say the number of years. So years. What is the name I've give to the variable here? Oh, year. Oops, sorry. So actually, let me put this over here. And now my year is going to be equal to epsilon. And now I can do here a break. And I think we're good. So now let's test this. Let's see. Let's open here the browser as well. Actually, let me use Postman. Let me put the variables over here. And I have here already an example. So how this is going to be done is I have my URL here, and I'm going to grab here Postman. So the URL is here, and then I need to put a question mark. I'm going to put the deposit, let's say 5,000. My rates like 5%, and my threshold, which is going to be $10,000. And now we're going to see the calculation, and it says that will take 15 years to achieve $10,000. Okay, it's working. So now let's do another thing. Let's go into our spreadsheets. If you didn't saw this spreadsheet yet, you can check on the video, it's on the description. And now we're going to do this simulation where I have my 5,000 invested based on the specific amount of chosen shares. This is actually my portfolio. This is my portfolio, which you can check on eToro. It's also on the description. And you can see as well how much you're going to be paid every single month with my type of portfolio. So what we're going to have is it's a $5,050, and we're going to have a percentage of 5.36%. So now let's put these numbers here on Postman. So let's say 5,015 and 15, 5.36, and we want to achieve the $100,000. So this have in consideration that I'm not going to deposit any more money. I'm going just to live with 5,000 until the rest of the days, which is not a good option, but let's say that I just want to live on my rates, on the dividends that the stock's going to give me along the years. So now let's trigger this, let's send, and it says it's going to take me 85 years. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. So if you are a young guy, that's fine, but if you have my age, 40, I don't know if you're going to reach there. So let's test here with $10,000. Let's increase here. Let's put up some values over here. Let's put this by annual dividends. And now let's put some values over here. So let's say I'm going to buy 240. Let's duplicate all this. 12, 88, 16, 12, 32, 6, 10, 60, 2, 10, 2. And we reach the 10,000. And we still have 5.36. I don't know if I want this, so let's remove here Microsoft. Let's remove here Coca-Cola. AVGO, let's remove this, only a 3%. And 5%, okay, that's fine. Let's go up. That's 300, 80, and more 80, 11,000. Let's put here 60, maybe 60, and 70. Okay, so 10,000. So $10,000 roughly. So for $10,000, and we have now a dividend yield of 6.15%. So now let's put the values over here again. $6.15 and the same amount. And let's see how many years this will take me to reach 39 years. Much better, much more achievable at my age. Much more achievable at my age, at least. So this is one kind of things that you can do using Azure Function to calculate your compound interest. This also can be used on the financial sector if you want to calculate the dividend compound for your retirement, and you can do like a retirement plan in the case you're doing a retirement plan. But that's not actually the goal of this video. This video is actually to do the code for the Azure function. So once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is one of the examples on how you can use the code. Once again, the link for the code it's on the description. You can check it anytime. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like. And thank you guys, and see you next week.